guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now today I've got the EBE1 from Gotrax. We got a 350 watt motor in the rear wheel, and that is powered by a 36 volt, 7.5 amp hour lithium battery and takes 5 hours to recharge. Got a half twist throttle on the right side and a top speed rating of 15.5 miles per hour. I got 80% battery life. This is the speed test. There's only one speed mode, one gear, and that is topping out at 15 miles per hour. All right, now I'm gonna do a speed test just on pedal assist. So no throttle, see if I get the same speed just pedaling. There's my normal cadence. Now there's 15, so pretty much about the same. And then if I really crank the pedals, I can get this up to, there's 19, 20. Well, this is a small, like a slight downhill, but if you really crank them, you can get up to 19, 20 miles per hour. As far as the pedal assist sensitivity, going 11 miles per hour if I stop, it takes about a half a second for the motor to kick off. Begin pedaling, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. About 3.5 revolutions before that power comes back on, and it is very, very gentle. Now with the throttle, not really a sporty throttle, easy to maintain a certain speed. Going 11 miles per hour if I release it, instantly cuts off. If I re-engage, oh, it instantly comes back on. I got no power on, and just want to show you how hard or difficult this is to ride without any power. This is a flat trail, going 8, 9 miles an hour. Just barely turned the power off, only gone about a couple blocks. And my legs are burning pretty good. For a bike, there's not a lot of weight. It only weighs 50 pounds, but can carry a rider up to 265 pounds. I'm gonna show you how long it takes to hit 15 miles per hour on both pedal assist and throttle. 80% battery life, pedal assist first. It's single gear, so this is as easy as it gets. And here we go. I'm on a flat trail, little tricky to get going. And it takes about 4 revolutions before the power comes on. And very, very gentle acceleration. And then again, I gotta ramp up my RPM to hit that 15 mile per hour mark. And now with straight throttle, here we go. Ooh, instantly comes on, much more abrupt, much faster than pedal assist. And there is 14, 15. Well, these bikes don't really have a lot of power. They're just more of a cruising, sightseeing type of a bike. The EBE1 has a range rating of 28 miles. You're gonna do 2 range tests, first with easy riding, second with harder riding and a lot more elevation.
Yeah. Hi.
All right guys, I'm on the race test, so let me tell you about the bike. First off, it only took me 10 minutes to assemble. Just add the handlebars, add the saddle. It only comes in black, and it does fold down nice and small. The first of 4 battery bars is missing, and I've gone 4.58 miles. Okay, so as far as balance goes, you know, easily take my hand off the handlebars. A little bit tricky without any hands. And then as far as handling, you know, ripping around a corner, oh my goodness, that's amazing. Slide it. Woo. Yeah, these just are, they're just fun to rip around the block. Woo. Oh yeah. I've lost 2 battery bars and I've hit 7.69 miles. Now as far as noise, climbing this is about a 5% grade. So fairly quiet actually, not a lot of noise coming from the motor. Other than the slow speed, the only thing I don't like about this bike is the battery isn't solidified, it's not locked in. That battery does hit the side of the frame. It's a quick fix though, you can just put some pads or some fabric in there to just lock that in. I'm surprised at how large the cockpit area is. There's a lot of room here, it's very open. So I have to lean over a little bit to grab the grips. My back isn't straight up and down, which is what I would expect for something like this. We'll dive into the cockpits. Handlebar length is a good size for the frame. Not too wide, not too short. There's a lever here where you can adjust the whole handlebar system, either just rotate them front or back. And then there's a quick release where they can adjust a little bit lower. There's wingtip grips, which is a hard rubber. They do move a little bit. Moving down, there's 16-inch air-filled tires. They're doing a pretty good job of taking all their smaller vibrations out. As far as suspension goes, there's no front fork suspension, but they do have rear suspension. It does rattle you in the front, but nice and smooth in the rear. I like the saddle. It's got a bunch of padding. One of the more comfortable saddles for these types of bikes. Down to the last battery bar, and I've gone 13.12 miles. All right, first range test is done. My app recorded 14.49 miles with 301 feet of elevation gain. It's almost 15 miles. Gonna charge it back up, do range test number 2. This time, a lot more stop and go, a little bit of hillier terrain as well. That wraps up the second range test. My app recorded 14.20 miles with 428 feet elevation gain. And as a reminder, for the first range test, I got 14.49 miles and 301 feet elevation gain. It really doesn't matter if you ride this easy or hard with a lot of stop and go, you'll get around 14 miles. I couldn't find a hill rating or a torque rating for the bike, but I did find a pretty good sized hill to test it out on. I've got about 80% battery life. Starts to climb right away. This is gonna be 8% grade. I'm gonna pedal too, just to help it out a little bit. All right, and this is where it starts to climb down to 9. Bike's doing about 90% of the work. I'm just keeping the pedals turning. It's got some pretty good power for such a small bike. Gotrax usually has some decent hill climbing power. 9 miles an hour. It's got dual disc brakes. Time to test those out coming down the same hill I just went up for the hill test. First thing, right side controls the rear brake. Left side controls the front. Get some speed here, some hard braking. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that's fairly controlled. Front wheel was kind of, wanting to go right a little bit, but let's get the tires about 5-10 feet. Another thing I forgot to mention about the brakes, they do have motor cutoff, so I got full throttle, hit that brake, it does shut off the motor. Release it, motor comes back on. Let me show you the LCD screen and all the stuff on the handlebars here. Right side, you got 2 keys. Just turn it on, bike's ready to go, displays battery life, and that is it. On the left side, there's the light switch, on and off. Got a headlight here just above the front wheel, and no tail light, but there is a rear reflector. Then you got a horn. The EBE1 has an IPX4 waterproof rating, a 1-year warranty, free shipping in the lower 48, and a 14-day free home trial. My favorite feature with the bike was just how well it rides. Gotrax just makes some quality products for the price. If you want to pick it up, I got the link in the description. Also be sure to check out my website, electricrevolutionreviews.com. There you can find all my reviews sorted by price and capability. Hit that like button before you go, and please subscribe for the latest in electric bike, board, and scooter reviews. Thanks for watching, and take care. EBE1, I am from Star Wars. I am the EBE1. I will let you ride me on the trail for 14 miles.